back to the Mortensen Invitational. Now I got some fun dudes on here. I got the whole bullfighting crew, and if you watch the bull riding, these boys had to work a little bit.
A little bit.
All right, so how about we go down the line? We're gonna start right here, and give an introduction and where you're from and how long you've been fighting bulls for.
Well, I'm Josh Hernandez. I'm from a little town called Capitan, New Mexico.
Which we found out was by Riadosa.
Yeah, just about 12 miles north of Riadoso, home of Smokey the Bear.
Smokey.
It's Smokey the Bear. Well, my headphones fell off. No, Smokey the Bear. Been fighting bulls about coming on 10 years, 3 years professionally, and living my dream, man. Yes, sir.
Dylan Reynolds from Marana, Arizona. Been fighting bulls for about 7 years now.
Yeah.
Just keep on rocking.
There's not a lot going on in Moran.
No.
You can work at the sale barn. Well, now you can work at Dutch Bros.
Yeah.
Sale barn.
I stay away from Dutch Bros.
Those are the three things you can do in Marana.
Sailburn's always busy.
Yeah, always.
Connor Scott, born and raised just right here in Prescott Valley, Chino Valley. Been fighting bulls for just coming on a year now. So
Yeah.
Not even a year.
not even a
Not
year.
even.
Even a year.
Really?
Started in January.
Oh, there you go.
Kids
So,
on.
I get a lot of questions from guys. Way back. I used to fight bulls, so a lot of guys ask me questions about the bullfighters. And have you guys worked together as a team before?
First time we all worked together
First time.
ever.
First time.
First time. So back when I was doing, there was only ever two of us, but in this 3-man setup, you guys have a kind of like little meeting and say, you know, hey, I take the lead in this deal or that deal, or you're a triangle and you work
Triangle.
together.
Yeah, trying. We all fight bulls good enough. We know where we need to be, what we need to do.
Right.
Just look at each other. We kind of had a rotation of like
Yeah, I
every man.
guess that's
yeah,
what I'm asking.
everybody gets a different hole. You know, we keep a real little rotation so everybody gets a little piece of the pie. But like I said, we all fight bulls good enough. We know where we need to be, what needs to be done, and then it just flows.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess I asked that too because I was watching, and I mean, bull riding, like I say about team rope, sea rope. I watched the bullfighters, and you guys worked like you had worked together before. You know,
Yeah.
nobody was running into each other. You know, I mean,
No.
you watch them. I mean, you even watch some guys at pro level, and you're like, how long do these guys go?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You know? But yeah, you guys looked like you really worked good together. How did Casper Johns' bulls treat you?
They were very nice tonight.
Very gentle.
Good. All right.
I
That big downhorn bull. Everybody said he's hot. He's hot. So I said, "Come to me," and I ripped his ear tag out. I got him.
Yeah,
tagged
ripped
out.
his whole tag
Josh
out.
took that with him.
That isn't. You are now mine.
So I was clearing bulls one time, and Casper's dad came, and Casper's dad said, "Hey, don't be roping none of my bulls like before the deal." And I said, "All right." You know. And Casper tells me, he says, "Man, Brandon knows what he's doing. Like, if one needs rope, he'll rope him. If you don't, you
Yeah.
know, we'll guide him out, whatever." But you know, you give respect where respect's due. You know,
Right.
Casper's dad talks, you listen. So I was telling these guys a story. One went to run by the outgate, and the outgate man wasn't the greatest, and I just laced it on and took him right in, just a little, here to that wall. And Casper's dad looks over there and he tips his hat. And that's maybe one of the greatest compliments I've ever got.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
That's always good to be
That's
respected by
Right,
a legend like that guy.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, in your guys' game, who's done that for you? You know, like, I mean, we'll go down the line, but I mean, what guy do you really look up to and you get to talk to now and he maybe gives you a pointer or two or, you know, says, hey, this is the way we did it or however.
Man, there's a long list. So, like, I kind of take pride. I've had my pro card in the PRCA, and so with that process, it's not just given, right? We got to get letters of recommendation and all kinds of stuff, and he'll go through a whole process. But Mr. Travis Adams, he's a NFR bullfighter, flank man for High Low Pro Rodeo and whatnot. He wrote one of my letters and treats me like a son. And that guy, like he don't tell anybody just anything. And getting advice from that guy, especially traveling down the road with them and whatnot, and him coming up to you and pulling you to the side and said, "Hey, that was good," coaching on me a little bit. Him, and then of course Mr. Owen Washburn, people like that. And get compliments from guys like Owen. It doesn't get much better.
Owen would dang sure be one of mine too. Like one of the first times when I met Owen was just at a practice pit, and he walked by me and goes, "I knew there was a good bullfighter here. I would have brought my stuff." And I was like, Sweet.
You just like you look around. Did anybody else hear that?
No one else heard
Yeah,
it, and I
by
was like,
yourself.
oh man, that's awesome.
Pretty cool, man.
It's like when you do something cool, you never get a video of it.
Yeah.
Right? Same
Yeah.
deal, right? Nobody's around.
Me and Connor were talking about the other day. I mean, biggest saves or coolest things you'll ever do will never be on video. It's just
Never.
ever. I was like, well,
Yeah.
all right.
They've got a picture of you drunk in a bar acting like a
Right.
shit.
No shit.
Look cool shit.
Right. So how about you, Connor?
I'd say for me, since I was trying to ride bulls for a while, and this is coming up in January, Judd Mortensen actually kind of was talking to him in a truck, late night conversations, and told him I didn't feel like I had a meaning in this life and this and that. Well, I go to the bar, and next thing you know, he tells these guys this is one of the best bullfighters in Arizona, and I hadn't fought a bull in the day of my life. I mean, not a single day, not one bull. And they're like, all right,
Put a little pressure
yeah.
on you.
He goes, all right, come Friday night, and that was January 14th, and I mean, to this day, to wherever I go, I'll always be grateful for Judd and JC because I live down the street from them, and without those guys, I wouldn't be anywhere close to where I'm at now.
Judd's a wild man, and like Judd's the kind of guy that like you got to know him. 'Cause If
Right.
you don't know him, you're like, what is this scatterbrained, crazy little son of a bitch doing? but you know, but if you know him, like
Right.
that's his deal.
He's one of the best.
And he,
Yeah,
and I all the time say they are the first family bull riding out of Arizona. I mean,
Yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
I don't know if you put another family together like that.
Right. And don't get much saltier than that family right there. Between even at Juke being 9 years old and as rank as that kid is.
How about that kid? Your it'd be your great uncle's Brownie. Your great grandpa is your grandpa's JC.
Yeah, grandpa's
Yeah.
And
JC.
then you got your brother JC, Jackson, your dad's Judd, your mom's Annie. You're gonna be ranked.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know,
Got
with
born
that,
into
you have to be ranked. But yeah, it's one of the best families around.
I think that's why. I mean, some people are kind of curious, like, man, you've only been fighting since January. How the hell? I go, when you hang around the Mortensons and you hang around wolves, you become a wolf. There's no choice
Yeah,
to.
we always say that, right? Lions run with lions.
Yeah.
That's right. You're
I
damn
mean,
right.
You
Yes, sir.
gotta stay around those kind of people. And Jackson was on here, JC was on here, Judd was on. They all said the same thing. Gotta surround yourself with the right people.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Hollywood is Don Yates is a good,
Oh, yeah.
good buddy of mine, and he was telling me about the process of getting you guys a card.
Yes, sir.
And he says, "Yeah, I gotta go watch this guy fight bulls." And I was like, "You're gonna go watch a guy? Why are you going to watch a guy fight bulls?" He goes, "I gotta write him a letter." And so about a week later, I called him. I said, "Well, how'd he do?" He says, he says he's almost there. I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I was so close to writing the letter, but I didn't." He said, "And it's not because he's like, there's just something, just a little bit, you know." And then he just randomly called me back about, I don't know, went over 3-4 months later, whatever it was. He goes, "I wrote him that letter." He goes, he goes, "Whatever I didn't see that night, I seen the next time I watched him."
Yes, sir.
So that's a pretty cool process.
Yeah,
you know,
no,
that I mean, it's kind of shitty, I guess, if you're not getting it done for you.
Right.
You know,
You bet.
but it shows the cream rising to the top, right? When you
Absolutely.
guys get in, your
Yes, sir.
position, you earned it. You know?
It's like in my aspect of where I see it, it separates the men from the boys. You mean you either really want it or you don't. Like if you're gonna run with if you can't run with big dogs, sit your fat ass on the
Right.
porch or whatever,
Right.
whatever you are. You know what I mean? You can't run with big dogs, sit on the porch because we're rolling to the top. And if you can't keep up, you better stay back because we're coming in. You know what I mean? So surrounding yourselves with wolves, you got to be.
You
a
got
wolf.
to.
Yep.
You
Yes,
got
sir.
to, because they will chew you up and spit you out just as much
sir.
as Judd will push you and love you. If you ain't got the heart,
Oh,
them boys will chew you.
You'll be the
up
first
and
one to tell
spit
me.
you
Yeah.
out.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yeah, they'll
JC
shut you down quick.
Oh yeah. I mean, Judd tells a story about JC just inviting his wrestling buddies over to get on some bulls.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to know all the stuff we've done over at their place. We've had a lot of fun.
Our barber on, and that
Yeah.
was crazy enough. I mean, when that's what's crazy. Then invite wrestling and whatever, and they show up and don't show out. You know what I mean? We went and cut our hair. We went and got our hair cut. Found this place. Found him guy we became good friends. Johnny, he's actually here, and he was like, "I want to get on a bull," and so we're like, "All right, come to the house." Sure as shit, showed up the next day, and he got on, and it was like, and
Lions
since
run
then,
with lions.
that's right. We've been close ever since. Pretty
Now
cool.
you're buddies,
Yes,
right?
sir.
You got an on-call barber.
That's right, for sure. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So where you guys going next, each one of you?
Man, I'm actually done for a little while. As far as I know, I'm not sure. I've been fighting injuries all year. I got hurt really bad and had to go get some surgery at the beginning of the year, so I've been out. This was actually my third one back, so I got to go to 2 pro rodeos this past month. This is my third one back, so just kind of taking it easy, easing back into it. But I'm ready to roll. So
You look good from my
I
standpoint.
appreciate that.
Moving
Yeah,
Look real
whatever comes down my way right now, I'm going. You know what I mean? So whatever, I'm open for anything right now. So if I got a call tomorrow, go
So-
somewhere, I'm headed.
So OnlyFans, Pornhub, whatever.
Either shit, yeah, let's do it.
Mike Concho,
Yeah, that's my concho. Yeah.
where are you going next?
Next weekend I'll be down in Tombstone at the Dick Gravens Memorial Bull Riding. It'll be
Ed Nice won that a couple. Is
Yeah.
that the bull riding they have down there?
yeah. Ed and I has won
Hunter
it a couple
and
times.
Avery and all them guys.
Yes.
Yes, sir. And then after that, I'll go to the Grand Canyon Finals. That's like 26th through the 28th.
Oh, we'll be there.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we'll be there. We're doing. We're podcasting from there, and then we sponsor called like a special needs rodeo, so we help.
Shoot, yeah. Go rope and whatnot. Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
So where are you going next?
Next Saturday, I'll be up in Tuba City at the Highway 160 bull riding, one of the biggest bull rides out there in the Navajo
Ooh, that
Nation.
is the show.
So
That's a good one.
It'll be a pretty jam up with
I
me.
got a lot of love for the Granger boys.
Oh,
Yeah, you bet.
Buddy,
yeah.
the Tuba City Gangsters.
Yeah,
Man.
the TCBB,
Yeah.
Tuba City Bad Boys.
Yeah, the Tuba City Gangsters. When they'd roll up, dude, they're 40 deep in a Ford Festiva, or whatever, that Ford Edge or whatever. Yeah, I mean, like all the white boys going, a lot of money leaving in that car. You know what I mean? And they just grit their teeth and get on anything. So.
Yeah, they don't care. None of those boys.
Nah. All right, man. Well, we'll let you guys go. I appreciate you coming over here,
Yeah.
and I appreciate the work you do, and I'm always a fan.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thanks.
See you guys later. Thank you.
Adios.